Well, guys, welcome to episode 2 of a situation that I'm currently involved in without Krasner's acknowledgement. And because of that, I'm here to clear the air. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about clearing the air, right? I would like to I like to do things in out in the open so that way other people learn from it. And the situation that we have right now, if you watch the last episode, and by the way, this is going to be like 3 episodes. It's going to be like a 3-parter probably, just because every section of the story is definitely a learning curve. And one of the number one things that we're told about on our previous pod with Edwin San Juan, shout out, was that, you got the What the Puck, and I decided to wear a Star Wars Christmas shirt, which just says "This is my jolly face" and it's Darth Vader, because Collector Strike Back. Watch it, check it out. And on that pod, we had guests on, and we broke down their sets. And obviously, I have the reputation of not only giving unsolicited advice, but also apparently being an asshole. And so I put my thing out there in the open. All right. And the last podcast, it ended with a beautiful quote. I mean, beautiful quote. It shows that people are fans of us. It shows relationships can be built. It also shows that burnt bridges can be rebuilt as well too. And you might ask, Sean, what are you talking about?
That's exactly what I was asking.
And that quote is from our good friend Uncle Kyle.
Okay.
Of the Naturals. Which is when I reached out to him about a misunderstanding, a horrible misunderstanding. All right. On our last time on their pod. And I reached out to him. I told him, yo, we figured it out. It was all a horrible misunderstanding. And he replied back with, that's what I'm saying, brother. I don't want to be at odds with y'all. We love what you are doing, and we are really happy to be a part of it. We're going to do our best to get as many tickets sold as we can and support y'all as much as possible. I apologize for squeezing you guys. I know that's a bad look, and if I could go back, I would have handled it differently. Derek regularly gets frustrated with me shooting off at the mouth, and it's definitely something I need to work on as a man. I got nothing but love for y'all at the end of the day. Nothing but love. Well, apparently that love is over.
Whoa. Oh, is this it now, finally? Jesus. I was really hoping that the love was not going to be over. What the hell changed?
There's Strat with Mike Krasner and Sean Reddy, and sweet, sweet pineapple wave. Sweet, sweet pineapple wave.
Well, let me tell you, Kras. Let me tell you what changed.
What did you do, Ray?
All right. Well, because there was an announcement. There was an announcement made. Okay? About a week ago. And unfortunately, Uncle Kyle pulled the post. So I can't even pull it up anymore.
Oh, shit.
But Sweet Derek left the pod.
Oh?
He left the pod. All right? Now, this was news to me. I don't know if this is news to you.
Yeah.
All right? And the reason why it's news to me is because I don't follow them. I had no clue. It popped up on my feed randomly.
I follow them, but it's just an algorithm thing. So
Yeah.
if they post, I'll see it. If other people are posting more, it might get lost in the shuffle.
Right. And I just go off of what's on my feed. It's not like I'm such a big fan that I was gonna dive into their page and see what's going on. It popped up, and Uncle Kyle was behind his desk. I guess it was like some Magic the Gathering or Pokemon cards that he had in front of him in a binder, and he announced that Sweet Derek left the pod. Not only did he left the pod, but he will never return, because I believe that's Uncle Kyle's stipulations. And I think that sucks, because he said in that video, oh, you natties out there, those are his fans. They call them the natties, right? They go, all you natties out there, you might be like, what? He left again? Yes, he left again, and he will never return. Something along those lines. All right. Like I said, I don't have the post no more because he pulled it. But what I do have is an updated post. Now, at the time of this recording, it is May 21st. Now, this episode might release a week later, or it might release back to back. I don't know yet. I really don't know. All right. But yesterday was May 20th. Now, May 20th, 2026 is when all love was lost between Uncle Kyle and your buddy, Sean Reddy.
A day that will live in infamy.
Yes, Kraz. Yes. And I am heartbroken. I am heartbroken because I had no idea that this man felt some type of way towards me. No idea. And the reason because of the quote that I said earlier in this episode. Nothing but love. And like I said, the love is lost. So let's get into it, my man. You ready for this?
Sure.
On the official Naturalist Pod, he made a post, Uncle Kyle, because apparently Uncle Kyle's podcast page is his personal page as well too.
Okay.
It's not separate. So he posts his personal stuff up there. He posts his podcast stuff up there. All right. So on his personal page, aka the Naturalist Pod page, he writes, "It is not goodbye. It's see you later," with the emoji smiley face with sunglasses. Just wanted to say thank you in capitals to all the friends who have reached out with kind words and encouragement. This podcast has certainly been an interesting part of my life from its inception. I have enjoyed all parts of the journey, in parentheses, the good and the bad. I have met some really cool people, experienced things I never thought I would in my life, and truly grown as a human being. At this point, I simply don't have time and energy to keep recording and posting new episodes. As much as I love podcasting, my career and relationships are far more important. I never really found my audience or received the kind of support to gain traction and potentially achieve the dream of doing it for a living. Maybe some things just aren't meant to be. And he has an emoji that's shrugging. When it comes down to it, I still have a great career as an electrician, the love of a beautiful woman, in parentheses, and all of our furry babies. And enough hobbies to keep me occupied for multiple lifetimes. And then you put an emoji that's cracking up laughing. I hope this message finds you well. Remember to never stop laughing. Well, my man, he definitely stopped laughing because I reached out to him. All right.
After that message,
I, Sean Reddy, reached out to Uncle Kyle because I support people, bro. Just because, you're not doing stand-up comedy, but you are trying to live your dream. I support those that are trying to live their dreams. I really do. It's not the easiest route to do in life. It's not easy to go up there and perform days in and days out and then try to be energetic for a podcast, right? That hasn't taken off yet. I get that we're doing it right now as we speak, right? And I understand that it takes a toll on the personal life because relationships and events, like how many gigs that we have done or taken, but we had to miss out on birthday parties or we had to miss out on certain family events, or miss out each other's shows, stuff like that, right? I mean, shit happens. It is what it is, man. So with that being said, I reached out to him, and this is very important. And you know what? I'm going to put the camera on me. This is very important for those that are watching this for comics, right? Because there is your craft on stage, then there's the business side of things. All right. And I group this with the business side of things. This is relationship building. This is networking. This is how you grow your platform. And then you help other people with their platform. And now, because of that, I want to let you guys know the conversation that I'm about to read to not only you, but to you, Mike Krasner, was not a very friendly one. Not at all. We both came from our hearts, but he had a different type of heart. That was smooth.
Stupid.
Oh, shit.
We both came from the heart, but his was different.
All right, man. This is great. Oh,
Is
my
this
God.
episode called Different Hearts?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. All right, man. I reached out to him. This was Wednesday. All right, Wednesday.
Yesterday.
8:37 a.m.
Oh, great. You're starting off early.
Oh, yeah. I got family, man. I got kids, bro.
Pearl Harbor took fucking place in the morning. Might as well.
You know? I said, yo, you know how I usually do.
Yo, sunshine.
Said, sucks that you're postponing the pod. But if you plan to sell any of your gear, then let me know. Shoot me an inventory list and price, and I'll see what I need. Best of luck on your next chapter in life. All right. I know when you quit something, but you invested in it, right? You get a lot of equipment, and because you're no longer doing it anymore, it sits around forever. So why not try to sell it? Why not offload it? I did it. Shenanigans actually bought a couple microphones when we stopped doing the ESJ pod, you know, and we talked about equipment and all that type of stuff. So like, I totally get that. So, and we've been on their pod before. All right. I saw what they use. Me and Derek, we bonded over that. We, you know, both production guys, and sure enough, yeah, man, I reached out, and this was his response. Very humbling, by the way.
Were you humbling
Yes.
to him or you?
We'll see.
Okay.
Now, I sent that at 8:37. The reply that I got was at 10:03 a.m.
Okay.
About like an hour and a half.
Give or take.
All right.
Might have been working.
The fact. Oh wait, well, you know what? Let me put it on me. All right.
Drama.
This is it. This is the suspense. The suspense of it all. Okay. He says, the fact that you would send me this message after calling Derek and I a couple nobodies is frankly hilarious. Probably better than any joke you have ever told on stage. Laughing emoji face. Got me. I'll pile all that shit up and set it on fire before selling any of it to you.
She fucking hates me. Nah, 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 nah. Can you repeat that part again? That was fucking hilarious.
All right. After calling Derek and I a couple of nobodies is frankly hilarious. Probably better than any joke you have ever told on stage. I would pile all that shit up and set it on fire before selling any of it to you.
That's such a safety hazard.
Isn't he an electrician? Oh, man. I still don't understand why Mike. Oh, that's you. Shout out.
You brought me up?
Yeah.
What's up,
Or
Kyle?
anyone for that matter chooses to collaborate with your worthless ass. Get fucked.
I'm not kind of agreeing with that last part.
The get fucked part?
No, though.
Oh, collaborating with my worthless
Why I
ass?
hang out with you?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's very. Why do you hang out with me, bro?
Because I'm hoping one day
Uh-huh.
I'll get a Mania clip. Just one day.
I've been trying, dog. I've been trying.
You've been
It just
trying
shit
since-
like this happens,
You've been
bro.
trying since 4.
This shit like this happens. I don't know. It's life, bro. It's life, dog. Oh man, so good, so good.
Okay.
All right,
Is that it?
that was the first message.
Oh, the first.
Okay, this is the first of many, by the way. This might be an hour-long podcast. Just a heads up. All right. Because then he goes on to post it on his stories. And he put vultures already trying to pick at the
with the message
carcass.
you had, he posted on his stories.
Yeah, he took a screenshot and then he posted it. And he said that I'm basically a vulture that's trying to pick at a carcass. But why wouldn't a vulture pick at a carcass? Because the podcast is dead. So let me get the body parts of it if you're not going to be using it. All right. So I was like, wow, all right, that's pretty aggressive. Not only that, but he posted it too. I was like, all right. And now I'll be honest with you, I really didn't know that he was posting our conversation to the public with my, my handles there. It says it up on top and it even shows my profile. So clearly he's putting me out there. He's trying to expose me, Kraz. Uncle Kyle's trying to expose me, dog. I don't even know what I was going to do with myself finding out this, man. All the shows that I do, all the comics that I know. This is my livelihood, bro. Like, he's trying to expose me, dog. I never had anyone try to attack my character and my profession like this. So, I was like, all right, okay. So now we're just exposing shit, right? However, though, he did not tag me, though. Did not tag me on any of this. So he's willing to clap back at people, but then post shit without letting them know that they're putting it out there in the public, which I was like, okay, fine. So we have to figure this out. Now, I write long messages. I get real detailed. It's because for many reasons. One, I want to let them know exactly my thought. I'm a very detailed person, and I like the truth to be out there as much as possible. And I was very confused. But I said, man, sucks that you feel that way when we squashed everything. Because do you not remember earlier when he said it's all love? All right. Just like everyone else in this scene, you can't handle the truth. You literally said it in your caption that you couldn't find your audience and support so you can live your dream. That was in the Instagram post. He couldn't find his audience. Whose fault is that? It ain't my fault. It ain't the audience's fault. It's only the people that's creating content. That's their fault. I get it. The truth hurts and you failed at your dream. And you're emotional because failing sucks. I get that. I failed many times in my life. The reason why people fuck with me is because people are sick of being surrounded by yes men. You don't grow when everyone just agrees with you. You need someone that's straightforward, and that's where I come in. And I am very direct. Matter of fact, I am so direct that comics in this scene do ask for my advice. We have many comics that actually ask if they could send me their clip and so I could break it down. And we did on our previous pod. We broke down Kitty Pineapples, right?
Shout out.
We broke down Wayne.
Shout out. Double shout out.
Tanner, but that one didn't air. All right.
Yeah.
And then we had other comics on as well, too, because we, too, love giving comics platforms. Summer St. Clair. Shout out.
Sean's
Lex.
girl.
Shout out.
Yo.
And we even had Storin. Shout out to him, too.
Shout out Christopher Storin.
So we had comics on there, and we try to do the same thing. All right. And even at the last open mic that we did at Wise Guys, right? Ahmed is a homie, bro. And he comes up to us all the time. He goes, dude, that Wayne episode was like, I learned so much from it because we did a great breakdown. We did a phenomenal breakdown. Unfortunately, it's not online anymore because it was pulled. But because of that, though, I still have it too. So I don't know. Ahmed was like, yo, can you send me that? He was like, so I could learn from it again. I was like, all right, bro, we'll see what's up. But anyways, all right, continuing. Now, people fuck with me because they don't want yes man, which is true because I am very direct. When there's guest spots and there's bookers that ask me how did so-and-so do, and I tell them honestly how they did. And because of my honesty, I would say a couple people have very successful careers here in Vegas. And I'm not trying to take their credit or shine or anything like that. So that's why I'm not going to drop names. But they know who they are. They appreciate it. They thank me all the time. And that's all I asked for. Now, I didn't ask for anything else from these people. All right. Unlike Uncle Kyle here. So here we go. You are nobodies. But so am I. But I guess those words hurt your soft ass heart. Love how you posted this on your stories like it's going to harm my reputation. LOL. Whatever makes you feel better about your failed ass. You failed at podcasting, stand-up, friendships, and your dreams. You can post and talk behind my back to other comics, but remember one thing. You failed yourself, and there's no one to blame but you. And then I sent him a screenshot of his post where it literally says that he couldn't find his audience. He couldn't find the support. But yet somehow he's been riding this comedy scene's coattails and scratching his back and expecting people to return the favor. And you know my favorite thing about that post is?
What?
My favorite thing about that post is that only one comedian gave a comment thanking them.
Oh,
Only
shit.
One comment
Thanking who?
about the Naturals giving them a platform. Basically is Jeff Leach, I believe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's the English dude.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I really don't know.
Yeah, he's the one. He's done a bunch of the Naturals. He did the one of the comedy reviewers
Okay.
things when it was him and it was the first one.
Oh, was that with Tricks?
Yeah.
Oh, that was dope. Yeah, that
the
was
guy
a good
does
one.
like voiceovers for like
Oh, that
games
dude.
and
Okay.
shit. Yeah.
Well,
Jeff Leach.
yeah, Jeff Leach.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's the only comic that actually wished him well. He's the only one. Everyone
After that post.
after that post, there's 7 other comics here, but they're all from just people. I don't know if they're friends or fans, but I'll tell you one thing: no comic. You know this the bro. That's what pisses me off about this post, man. Yeah, I'm on Uncle Kyle's side on this one. You know, he's been scratching the back of this comedy scene, putting comics after comics after comics on their platform, giving these comics exposure, boosting their careers, boosting their views on social media because of all the reels that goes viral through the Naturals pod. And no one could leave, hey man, thank you for everything. I appreciate the support. You know why? Because no one gives a fuck. That's why. All right, moving on.
Jesus.
All right, he hit me back. He goes, "You're a fucking idiot, buddy." That's the most Indian sentence ever told me, but I appreciate that.
I mean,
I have a whole career. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. So I haven't failed at nothing. You don't want to have another in-person conversation with me because frankly, you're lucky you didn't get fucked up at my house. I don't give a fuck about you or your reputation. Bye now. I got to get back to making more money than you. Peace sign. Now, I love this. I love everything about this reply. You know? And the reason why I love it so much is because there's so much in this one reply. One reply. He has a career, which he established, but this is not the career that he wanted. You know, maybe at the time, but then he got into podcasting. He started hanging out at comedy shows. He started getting in tune with the comedy. He tried stand-up comedy. We played it in our last episode. He wanted to be a comic. He wanted that, right? But he couldn't do it. So therefore, he started, that's the second best thing. Let's start a podcast. And he did. He started a podcast. And then he failed at that too. All right? So good for you that you have a electrician career. That's great. And I appreciate the threat that he did. He literally said, you know, I will get fucked up at his house. I'm lucky about that. But remember, guys, okay? Remember this thing. He said that he would have definitely changed the way that he approached that conversation with that last "I love you" comment that he sent me. Remember that. He would have changed it. But apparently, he wouldn't have because he's over here sending me threats now. And then I love that he threw in money. I'm going to go and make more money than you.
well, I mean, it's usually
I love that, man.
not like to say anything negative about Derek or whatever. But
No,
like,
you're not a part of this.
It's everybody who does that. Like it's a very quick insult to go to be like, oh, you got a little dick, or you don't got. I gotta go make money, or you don't do this. It's just like very basic
Yeah.
stuff that I see a lot of people do on Facebook. Fucking
I get it.
Oh, this guy is fucking acting like an asshole. Well, he's probably got a little dick. Yeah, he probably does.
Yeah,
Like
I
that's
get it.
everyone is a little dick now.
Now,
So I've just seen those things before, but
he decided to post another story of our conversation.
okay.
All right. Now he put up that whole thing. You can't handle what I said to him. You can't handle the truth, right? You are a bunch of nobodies, but we are too, right? But you know, his ass got soft. And then he started adding these little captions. He put, "This guy's delusional. Proving my point for me. Never claimed to be a comic. You never claimed it, but however, you did attempt it. So therefore, you tried to do stand-up comedy. You tried, but shit is hard. And I get that. Now, you may not have claimed to be a comic, but you definitely tried it. You definitely try to give comics a platform to be on your platform, right? Another stage, I guess. But it is what it is. Now,
And they're just comedy fans at the end. Even if he never wanted to be a comic or try or attempt it, like he's still at the end of the day a giant comedy fan because we've seen him go to comedy shows.
yeah, you went to go see Jeff Dye before.
They've come to a Mania.
Mania,
They've
yeah.
seen him at other stand-up shows, so they are fans of.
Yeah, and they
comedy.
paid their tickets. They bought food, so they definitely supported it. That's not. I mean, I'm not gonna knock them for that.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering. So they are fans.
Yeah, and that's why I'm
which
very.
is great.
That's why I'm confused about this backlash because I thought we squashed everything, and I thought they are fans of all this, but there's more. Okay.
But wait,
I replied back. I said, "Oh, now you're threatening me because you can't handle an adult conversation. Just like at your house, you got all worked up and started having a meltdown in the doorway. Left my ass off. Sure, you have a successful electrician career, but it isn't your dream. So emotional, can't even see what I'm telling you. Cheers, man. Like I said, good luck on your next chapter in life." Now, when I was saying that he was listening to what I was telling him, this is literally what the conversation was when we had the falling out at their place. I was trying to tell him, like, this is how you treat comics. You don't treat comics this way. All right. You don't, well, matter of fact, you don't treat anyone this way. You don't go into a relationship demanding shit back. That's not how relationships work, bro. Right? Like, how many comics have we put on that have successful like outlets? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and just name drop a few real quick here. We had first off, we have bookers that come to our show, and then they scout these comics. All right, Haley got picked up by Area 15 to do the silent show, right? But any of that time that she was running the show, right? Did we ever be like, "Hey, you jumped on Mania, so you owe us. You gotta book us on this show"?
no, she would just naturally book us.
Yeah, she was a homie, bro, and I didn't get booked on that.
I just don't know, and I'm not again saying anything to slight Kyle or anyone else who did this, but it's for me personally, being a little bit more of a non-confrontational, this and that. I wouldn't even say that to Haley, like, "Hey, fucking put you on Mania all the time. What's going on?" She would just naturally hit me up and be like, "Hey, you want to do it this week?" So, like, I always appreciated that.
Yeah, of course, man.
I just couldn't see myself personally writing something so like absolute. Only the set stealing absolutes.
No, yeah, I know what you mean, my
There's
man.
Star Wars reference. Got you, boo.
All right, so
I
that
have
was
the high ground.
so that was my thing, and then a couple comics got guest spots, at a local comedy club, So like comics are being put on, from the show. Now, how many comics got a residency or booked on other shows or got their platform extended by doing their pod? I can't tell you. I can't put a number on that, but I do know from speaking from experience and knowing facts is that comics that are on Mania do get opportunities. Now, whether you get mad at that or however you take it for whatever it is, if you haven't got opportunities, then just keep fucking working. I mean, that's what comedy is all about. Anyway, so he hits me back. He put laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Who do you think you are for real? Your reputation isn't as good as you think it is. My inbox is already blowing up. I highly doubt that because he only has like 100 more followers than me. And he's been at his social media, posting on reels after reels after reels. And he only has 100 more than me or whatever case may be. And I don't do shit with social media. I really don't. I hate social media. He continues, I have never and will never need your advice or guidance. The fact that you think you're some kind of expert in comedy is pathetic. If you are so good at it, then why aren't you doing arena tours like Kevin Hart? What a joke. Now, this is what I love. This is how you know that someone doesn't know the industry. All right. because you don't need to be a Kevin Hart to make a living off of stand-up comedy. All right. Those are those that are chasing fame, that wants that really big limelight. Sure, it'll be nice to get that. I will love that. But I know where I'm at in my comedy career, and there's a gang of us comics that are hitting the road, that are doing local shows, road shows, cruise ships, USO tours, and still making a living. But for some reason, his comparison is that because he feels that I'm not successful in stand-up comedy is to compare me to Kevin Hart. And I find that hilarious because that just proves that all the comics that he's worked with, he sees them as less. If you ain't equal to Kevin Hart, then you ain't shit. And that's what I'm getting from this guy.
Yeah, if you're not doing world arena tours and this and that, but you could still be a comic that like barely anyone's ever heard of and make 100, 150,000, 200,000 a year, possibly more with whatever social media shit you have, merchandise.
Yeah.
That's where I'd rather be.
Exactly.
I don't want to be the fucking fame dude. The
Yeah.
fucking can't even go to the fucking
Bathroom.
Target
man.
without looking for action figures,
Right.
without paparazzi in my face. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I want to go in anonymous. That's why I want to be like a writer on a show.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
I
like
love it.
something like that where I can get the money, the recognition from my peers.
Yeah.
But these people, nah.
And that's the thing too, because I guess people don't understand that outside of comedy, there are those other outlets like writing, you know.
Yeah, no,
There's
you,
so much
you don't have
more.
to be Kevin Hart to make it.
There's
'Cause
so much more.
There's only one Kevin Hart, and there's a lot more
Bro.
non-famous working comedians than there are famous,
Yes.
household name working comedians.
And now let me put it on terms that he may be able to understand, because he's technically a podcaster, that's like me comparing him to Joe Rogan. Man, if you ain't on Joe Rogan's level, then you ain't shit. Right? But then look at all those other pods that have
That's
100,000
Why am I
followers.
even going on your pod if you're not
Yeah, why are
getting
we
a
taking our
million
time?
views like Joe Rogan?
Exactly.
Then
You know what I'm saying? So like,
you're a joke.
and there's so many
Yeah.
pods out there that has like 200,000 followers or subscribers, and they're making a living. You know what I'm saying? It all. I mean,
Or there's pods that don't have like maybe 10, 11,000 subscribers.
yeah,
But like
they're still getting some
they
cash.
do live streams and they got super chips.
Yeah, those
super
are fire,
chips,
bro. Yeah,
super
the
chat-
tips. Yeah, those
Tap
tips.
tip, fucking Venmo. Like then they make their money that way. And
Right?
virtually, unless they're in that community of podcasters
Oh, yeah.
that they like beef with or they're friends with or collab with,
Yeah.
not a fucking soul on this block knows who the fuck they are,
Bro.
but they're making bank.
100%.
So that's the fucking best way to do it. Fuck Kevin Hart.
You know?
No,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I get it. All right.
I want to go home.
So now he continues. He goes, "Why aren't you a mic running ads on your shit already? Since you're such an expert, you are the definition of delusional. Don't speak to me about what it is to be a man and control your emotions. You're a fucking clown who thinks he knows better than everybody. Newsflash, you are not. Now this I like."
Is he mad at me? 'Cause he brought me up twice now.
He did, but he's not mad at you, right? He just, because we're partners in Mania. Now, remember, I am known as the king of unsolicited advice. My man just gave us unsolicited advice by asking, how come you guys are not running ads? You guys should be doing that. You know? It's like, oh, who's giving advice now? I love it. But guess what? We do everything by word of mouth. We network with
Yeah,
the
we don't
local-
run ads, but we guerrilla. We fucking pass shit out. We
Bro,
have
we have a
people.
fan base that comes out. Now,
we
let me
go every week and promote it on stage
Bro.
as a live commercial.
And I love this because we are selling tickets. Okay, comics. This is a learning curve.
Kyle, I love you, but keep mania out your mouth.
You know, so this is a thing. Comics, you gotta know. It's not about doing free spots. It's not about doing shows where they're just a budget and that's all you get. It's about selling tickets. You guys sell tickets. You gotta get the percentages, and those are things that I'll go into later, but I don't want to really go into that right now. But there's ways to make more money. There is, by just doing and producing shows, especially at a venue. And I'm not trying to knock them. They try to do live podcasting themselves, renting out a suite, having comics on, and asking people to come. But did they sell tickets? I don't know if they did, but I do know they only had 6 seats in that shit, and the friends and families were there. It wasn't like they were selling tickets to fans. Where was the natties? Where are you, natties? And natties, please, if you guys want to jump shit, because apparently the announcement was that the podcast and the Naturals are no longer going to be in existence. They're postponed for the moment. Join us. But I don't know. Cross promotion, yo. All right. I love that he called me a clown, and then he told me that I shouldn't tell him how to be a man and control his emotions, when literally the very last positive comment that he sent was that he needs to work on himself. Those are things that he needed to work on. And he's proven that he hasn't worked on shit. All right. All right. He continues. This is dog. It's 4. He sent me 4 paragraphs, bro.
How many hours did this
Oh my god.
about like stretch out over?
Oh, we'll get into that, my man. Because it kind of trickles into this morning.
What?
Oh yeah, 24 hours, baby. Stories are being removed.
This is why I don't wake up early.
I
bro.
know. This
Maybe I
is
should, or else I'd be in the loop.
Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't have to record a whole fucking episode for you to catch up on shit.
You could have just told me over the phone.
You know I got bad reception in this bitch. You know how many times I'm gonna be like, "Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?"
It's all right. I guess this is your revenge for using them for content.
I guess so. That's true. I like that. But like I said, I'm just here just to spread the word to comics. Don't act like this, dude. We're supposed to be one. Like I don't understand this, dude.
We the ones.
All right. Okay. The 4th paragraph. You have never even had anything pop on social media or YouTube. Laughing face. So I may be a quote unquote failure, but at least I'm least of one than you. Trust me when I say you do not want the smoke with me. Threat number 2. Take your L and fuck off back from where else you came from. I guess he meant to say like where you came from. Which
Time out.
Oh yes.
Repeat that.
Repeat.
Like the first couple of lines
okay,
about
you
never had anything pop on social media.
That was the whole last.
Yeah.
Okay, he said you have never had anything pop on social media or YouTube. Laughing emoji.
So he's a failure, but not as big as you.
So I may be a failure, but at least I'm less of one than you.
Fuck, I hate that. I can't.
Go ahead, say it.
Has he ever had anything pop on YouTube?
And that's what
Has he ever had anything pop on Instagram?
Yeah.
Then you're both equally losers.
Well, he had things pop, but that the only things that were like, you know, like 100,000 or 30,000 views or anything like that was when he had that redhead as a guest. I don't know her name. I don't know what she is or what she does, but I do know. I think she's like friends with Kitty too. So like they run in the same circles. But every time they collab with her, then those posts take off. Anytime they post up a collab of just themselves, right, of just them two doing a clip, maybe 1,000, maybe. I mean, we're equal on that, and they've been doing this shit way longer.
All right, so yeah, I just wouldn't have wrote that if I were him because it didn't really paint him in the best light because neither one of you would fucking.
Correct. I wouldn't write any of this shit if I was him. Shall we continue?
I'm just BODing.
All right. Now, it's 11:38 a.m. I replied back.
Oh, that'd be great if it was 11:38.
Oh, how fire would that have been? I said, I'm in love with this. I am. I'm loving this, man. I am. Never knew that judging mania meant so much to you that you hate me so much. I'm happy that I brought you so much traction that your inbox is blowing up. Enjoy your last viral moment. I'm happy that I can give you that. Like it last, hoorah, you welcome. Just like others in this scene, followers and social media moments are all y'all focus on. You do understand you can make a living doing stand-up without going viral. I just don't understand why you're so mad at me because I reached out. When we left, Derek said we were all good and your DMs after too. Unless you're just taking your frustration out on me, which is understandable too. I'm sorry that you feel this way, but it ain't my fault you're quitting. I just didn't want your equipment to go to waste and offered to buy it off of you. Good luck with your next chapter, and I really do wish you well. I give you my blessings. And I put emojis like, hey, blessing, hey.
You know, the Indian emoji.
You know what I'm saying? And then you put, like I said, delusional. Anything else you want to chime on about this real quick?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm caught up.
Now, this is where things become a little bit more elaborate, where the bubble gets expanded, where the world of this beef collides with other worlds and they become one. He posted to his story. A reply that he got from apparently a comedian. or somebody. I'm gonna say comedian because of what they wrote. They replied to a story and they said, he's the king of unsolicited advice on comedy. I saw him eat a bag of dicks, then
So have I.
then give me hella notes on my set. And he put, haha, does not surprise me at all.
You should just take that message out and like cut off everything else and just write, he's the king. And post it to your story.
Now, I am curious as to who is this individual. Okay. The reason why I'm curious off of that is because I really want to know where and when I ate a bag of dicks. The last time I really ate a bag of dicks is when you were there. When we were upstairs at the LA Comedy Club, roughly around the time that COVID kind of got out. And
Is that the Paul Conyers show?
Yeah, it was Paul Conyers, Stoner Rob, and myself, and we all ate a bag of dicks. It was the worst feeling ever. I still have the video. Fuck it, I might even throw it up. I don't give a shit.
Welcome to the LA Comedy Club, home of the $25 all-you-can-drink special. Thank you. You guys ready to have a good time? We're here to make some noise. All right, we have an amazing show for you tonight, but before we start, just a couple of quick rules. Please, while the show is going on, absolutely no table talk and no shouting out to the comedians. They do not need your help. Also, please, no flash photography and no video recording or we will smash your phones because we don't give a fuck. Also, if you're going to be one of those people to sneak outside food into the lobby and the showroom, please don't leave your wrappers on the floor. If you're going to be a douchebag, be a respectful one. That being said, you guys ready for a great show? Put your hands together for your host and MC, Sean Ratty.
Yeah, LA Comedy Club, man. Get up to yourselves for coming out, man. Get up to yourselves on a Monday, 6 o'clock. You guys have some energy. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. Let's give it up to Mikey here, your bartender, is gonna be making those drinks for you. Yeah. You guys, we're gonna have fun, man. Sold out in the front row. That's what I like when they say Sean is performing. This is the audience that we get. Yeah, it's gonna be good, guys. Yeah, I like the energy. No, it's fun. We're gonna have some fun, man. Appreciate you guys coming out, man.
And then you played. What did you play again?
Brr, brr, brr.
As the six people were leaving the venue. It was so good, dog. You made it worth it. Now I'm trying to think of like other times I ate a bag of dicks, and I can't really think of one. So I would like whoever wrote that to Kyle, I would like for you, if you're a dude, to pick up your balls and reply and let me know who you are. I would love that because I feel like, once again, let's have a conversation. I would like to know, one, what advice I gave you, and two, what show was it that I ate a bag of dicks? Because the reason why that's so important to me is because when it comes to advice, I feel like we're supposed to share. We're supposed to share that. I keep quoting that over and over. I say that throughout the whole time, throughout my comedy journey, is that we're supposed to share advice. You can learn from comics that have been doing comedy longer than you. You can learn from comics that have been doing comedy less than you. Everyone is not Kevin Hart. And so because we're not Kevin Hart, we should be striving and thriving and supporting each other, so that way one day we can be a Kevin Hart or at least make a living.
Should we change our name to this episode to the Not Kevin Hart podcast?
We could definitely do that. All right. So
It would show up a lot more in the algorithm when people look for it.
That's
Kevin
true.
Hart always helps the
true.
searches.
So I replied to that.
Oh, there's more.
Okay.
It's like an infomercial. But wait, there's more.
There is more. I asked, who said that? Also, why haven't you been tagging me on your stories? I was very upset about that, because if you're going to talk about me, at least let me know. Like, why are you going to go behind people's backs? I thought you're talking about man shit. That's the most wussy shit ever, dog. You know, man shit would be like, yo, I'm going to talk shit about this person. I'm going to let them know I'm talking shit about this person. You know, but once again, he didn't tag me, so I asked. Also, why haven't you tagged me on any of your stories? Not very fair to post about someone without tagging them. Would love to know who said this so I could confront them too. Unless you have to ask for their permission, tell me, because y'all want to hide. That's simple. That's simple facts, you know? And I get that. It is what it is. Maybe you don't want to expose yourself, but clearly you too feel some type of way. And I would like to know who that individual is so I could keep my distance. You know, that's really what it comes down to. I want to mess with people that want to fuck with me. It's just that simple. I keep my circle pretty small. I help out comics like Justin Tejan. I love fucking Rob Falco, right? And I mean, Joe Calise, always want him to be successful as well too. Hilder, you know, I mean, there's all these comics that are in this Vegas comics. And obviously you and myself as well too. You know what I'm saying? So love being supportive. I love helping. I love younger comics like Ahmed that always comes up and gives compliments and always looking for tips and advice. So my thing is like, why are you mad that when people give you advice? Huh, Uncle Kyle? Why are you mad? We're trying to tell you don't treat comics a certain way and you got mad about that? And then when I told you that you're not allowed to, I don't want you as a judge, and then you got mad about that, and now we having this fallout? Like, this is so weird to me. It's a weird behavior, man. All right, anyways. He said, I doubt you will confront anybody in person. Laughing emoji. You will shriveled up like a little prune in my pod studio where I screamed in your face. You are about as spineless as they come. Now, Kraz, my man, I am going to ask you a very blunt question directly to your face. Was Uncle Kyle in any of our faces? Was he? Was he? Because from my recollection, he got up from where he was sitting. He had to get ready for work. And he was in the doorway, which is quite some distance between us. But what is your view? What do you remember from that?
I can say 100% that Kyle was not in your face because he was over by the doorway and then he was kind of pacing around out of the doorway in the little bit of the room, maybe going to the TV. We were sitting on the couches the whole time. The only reason why I know factually that he wasn't in my face or your face, because if he was, my mouth would have got the best of me. There probably would have been a pushing, and then Kyle probably would have beat the fucking shit out of me.
Yeah.
So the fact that I didn't get beat up by Kyle knows 100% that he was not in your or my face because it wouldn't have ended well for either of us.
Now,
so he was just angry and going back and forth in the door jam, the doorway.
Oh yeah, the doorway.
The
he was
stairwell.
thrusting that shit, man.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if he was thrusting it. But
I'm gonna say he was thrusting.
Fuck it.
Whatever.
Fuck it.
But you know what though? But this is, you want to talk about delusional. This dude is so worked up and so angry that he believes that he was in my face. Like he was spitting in my face. Now you talk about delusion, my man. Woo wee, man. All right, anyways. All right. So he said I was spineless, all right? So I said, so then tell me, bro, if you're not spineless like me, then why don't you tell me who said it then? Right? Tell me who said it, bro. And I was like, also, to be clear, you didn't scream in my face. You was in the door, thrusting the door frame, and I put laugh out loud. All right, or laugh my ass off. All right. Kraz. He posts another story. All right. And in this one, he puts in red and white. If any of you comedians want to jump in, then feel free. Please let me know whether or not you would like to remain anonymous, because apparently you got a tussle coming your way. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. And then he finally tagged me. I was like, holy shit. Like, this is great, man. This is so good, bro. So good. All right. And then he followed up, right? He tagged me. So it clearly shows it that someone tags you. It shows up in your messages. And then he continues. That was so I could keep myself from putting you in the hospital. Threat number 3. You want to sit here and in parentheses, why you mad bro me, and talk about how serious you are about comedy. Meanwhile, I got an LLC, a bank account, and multiple trademarks for my podcast. Everything with you is half measures. I don't care what you do for a living. Or he said, I don't know what you do for a living, but I would imagine that you are pretty mediocre at whatever it is. I would be willing to bet you do almost nothing to help Mike with Roastomania other than carrying that stupid ass trash can around. Need to change that nickname to Sean Piece of Trash Ready, and then it would be more fitting. I am going to break this down for y'all. I am gonna break that down. I have a lot. There's a lot that happened. All right. And first off, he says he has an LLC. That's great. That's great. All right. Second, he says that he has a bank account. Okay. Like, these are weird flexes to me, man. I don't understand it. I really don't get it. LLC, bank account, and multiple trademarks, bro. Multiple trademarks for his podcast. He has one podcast, multiple trademarks. All right. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to go ahead and just say it right there and there. Congratulations on being an adult. You know, I mean, I give you props for being an adult. Okay. You started a business. You got an LLC. All right. All right. Oh my God. You have a bank account. Shit. My kids have a bank account. All right. Multiple trademarks. Cool. I mean, your pod is gone. You have a trademark for a ghost pod. I mean, I don't know what to tell you about that. I really don't. But yeah, man, congrats on having a bank account, because it's a flex. It's a flex. In comics, if you don't have a bank account, what the fuck are you guys doing with your lives? Like, serious question. What are you guys doing?
Now, did he say, like, was the bank account a flex, or was it the fact that he has a bank account for his pod? As if, like, his pod is monetized and he runs all his finances. Like, I don't know how to take that.
I don't know.
Was he bragging and flexing that he is an adult male with a bank account? Or was he like, yo, I got LLCs for my business. I got trademarks. We got a bank account for fucking the Naturals podcast. Like, I don't know exactly what
Great question, Kraz. Great question.
And if so, I don't even know if that's a flex. Or
Okay,
not. So
well,
I don't know much about this.
Let's ask the people. Is it a flex to have a bank account and an LLC? Or is it a flex to have a bank account that's associated to your pod? Or, I mean, I don't.
Because,
I really
like, in
don't know.
theory, I could start a pod tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then be like, all right, I'm going to do all this. And then I'm going to set up a bank account for it, put like $50 in just to keep it afloat.
Yeah.
And then if that bank account stays for 10 years, but no money ever comes through the show,
Right.
I could still be like, I got a bank account set up to I got a little debit card that says fucking.
And it's not in a negative, it's positive. So it's a success.
So, I just don't know exactly what that meant.
I don't know, but is having a bank account a flex, though?
I don't know. As a
What
as
do
a
the
regular
people think?
adult,
What
no.
do the people think?
This is going to have to go with them. I don't know much about. Obviously, me and Sean don't know anything about financial gain on podcasting.
I don't know. I really
So,
don't know. I don't know what the
Let
flex
us know.
But he has a
Because
bank
that's
account.
generally, I'm not talking shit to any. I literally just don't know if having.
Yeah.
I know having a bank account as an adult, not a flex.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's a flex to have one if it's for your pod.
All right. So then he posts another story. He goes, and he does it again. He screenshots our conversation. He throws it up there. He said, I didn't scream in his face, but from the doorway. And semantics, I guess. I mean, I really don't understand these posts, bro.
Yeah, but that's not semantics.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Screaming in someone's face or yelling across the room is not the same urgency or.
Then I told him, I said, look, I love how you keep listing things that make you feel better. You know, you have an LLC, you have a bank account, a trademark. I never asked you about any of those, but you want to throw it around like it means something, then you assume what I may or may not have. Then I said, did I hurt your feelings that bad where your last message to me was that it was all love? I guess the love is lost. All because I reached out to see if you're going to sell your equipment. Weird behavior, man. And he hit me back.
I forgot about the equipment.
Yeah, I know, dog.
It all started over equipment.
Really, I mean, he goes, the little I'm rubber, you're glue thing is some of the most soft-handed pussy ass shit I've ever seen. For real. I really don't know what his intentions are, bro. He really wants to fight me, you know, and I'll get into that. And I go, now serious, this is where I was confused because I didn't even know how serious this dude was. I really didn't. I was very exposed, or not exposed, but I was very, confused. I said, now I seriously don't know what you're talking about. That whole, I'm rubber, I'm glue thing. I really don't understand that. But he goes, but then I said, I'm just asking questions to see how serious you are because this is hilarious to me. I had no clue you was this upset with me when you literally said it's all love and everything was cleared up. Now you're trying to expose me Laugh out loud. You are nobody, and so am I. So you're trying to put our conversation out there like it means something to all these comics in the scene. But laugh out loud, probably the most interaction you have had on your page since Derek left the pod, because we all know he was the heart and soul of that pod. He produced everything and gave up his time to do everything in his power to get y'all exposure. Now he left and you can't even produce your own pod because the shit is hard solo. You need a team, but you want to be Mr. Hotshot and prove everyone wrong, but you can't. You have a career that takes up your personal time, a lady, a dog, and dog children. Shit ain't easy. Welcome to entertainment. Enjoy your ghost LLC and bank accounts. And then he replied back, just to be clear, I'm not upset. I highly doubt that. I just don't like people like you, and clearly I'm not alone. Arguing with you is pointless, so I'm done for the day. Let me know if you ever want to catch that fade. Threat number 4. Or I'll just put up at the next, or I'll just pull up at the next garbage festival y'all are throwing. All right, so now he's saying that he's gonna pull up to the next WrestleMania,
June 26th.
June 26th. Stay pathetic.
First of all, he really said that?
Yeah, this is bro. I'm not. Look, I'm reading everything for what he told me, bro.
Yo, keep your beef with Sean and keep your beef with you guys self, but don't come to our fucking show. Yeah. And I'm not even close to kidding because I bit my mouth for the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
You want to have a problem with Sean?
That's fine.
Have your fucking problem with Sean. You want to call it garbage fest? Yeah. Whatever. Your insults are comical.
Yeah, it's trash.
Don't come to fucking and it's not because like don't come to Mania, it's gonna be a problem, we're gonna fight. It's like, not that at all. It's not that at all. There's no threat. It's just don't.
Yeah, we're having a positive show.
It's just don't.
And we don't need weird vibes around.
But if you do buy a ticket.
Yeah, definitely buy a ticket.
Yeah, you can come then. But don't fucking come here and cause fucking
and buy
problems
some food,
for Mania.
Man. Wise guys have some really good food, have some good drinks.
Don't come cause problems for Mania because you can't handle Sean. Yeah. Keep that shit separate, bro. Do not come to garbage fucking fest.
He goes, you're technically a man because of them 3 little tic tacs in between your legs, but real ones don't claim you. I would love to know who the real ones that do claim me or who don't claim me. Who are
the ones
real
with the Altoids in their fucking, between their legs, not you tic tac motherfucker.
So I hit him back. I said, all you have are threats because you know you can physically hurt me, which you can. I know that. I have never thrown you not once in this back and forth. I do know if you let me hurt your feelings, then you aren't made for this lifestyle. Same with those comics who want to join your bandwagon but won't say it to my face. It's truly sad that you can't pull facts or have a conversation, but you're willing to pull punches because of what? That's going to solve your issue with me. You want to be the voice of the voiceless, be the hero that you want to be to those comics. Once again, good luck on your next chapter in life. You lost your best friend, your pod, your dreams. I know you care about your pod a lot, otherwise you wouldn't have gone this long replying back to me. Shit sucks, but time will heal. Enjoy life. Cheers. I was positive, bro. I've been positive this whole time. He hit me back with, it's not a threat, it's a promise. Okay, that's threat number 5 now?
What's a promise?
That he's going to fuck me up. Other people may let you bump your gums and behave the way you do, but it ain't me. I feel like you are already aware of that. Mad confused on that, bro. I really don't, because no one has ever voiced their opinion towards me like the way that he's been. But then he has comics clearly that are on his side too, which I don't mind. I mean, I really don't care. All right, then I said, this is the final message. I said, there you go again with another threat. I believe that is number 3 or 4. I really don't. I mean, I think it was like 4 or 5, whatever. Behavior. I said, behave? I was like, the way I behave? Please explain my behavior, because out of this whole comic scene, you are literally the only person that has ever threatened me. All because I voiced my opinion on how you try to strong arm your way into being a judge. And when that didn't work out, then we made amends. And now you're trying to say that you'll harm me, all because I asked if you were going to sell your equipment. I was like, once again, weird behavior. Now, Kraz, I am going to show you some of his stories. And that's how we're going to end this episode. There's going to be a 3rd episode where it's going to be about fans. It's about how to treat fans. Because all this not only has affected podcasting, I guess relationships, other comics that are involved now as well too, but it also affects fans. And I'm going to get into that. But here are a few stories that I want to share.
Do you think you're better off alone? Is that the song?
So this is when he said I was a vulture. All right, this is all literally from his
So a little
stories.
context on the last story. Derek and I, in an effort to try and further collaborate with the local comedy community, we're trying to get on a show to be judges for a local roast battle show.
WrestleMania.
Now, the guys who host it had been on the podcast before to promote it, and they wanted to come on a second time. And my stipulation, which this
Stipulation?
asshole got real upset about me using that word,
Yes, sir.
was that I wanted to be judges if they were coming back on the podcast. And he basically blew up the episode at the end, tried to do a little gotcha moment and fucking call me out for saying it, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I tried so hard to include other people, to promote other people, and I never got that love back. I'm not trying to say they're bad people. Most of the comedians are cool. Some of them were assholes to us, but he also called us nobodies, which was pretty insulting because he was trying to come on the Nobodies podcast.
100%. Now, just with that story alone, he, once again, I mean, he says it himself, you know, that he did use stipulations and I didn't like that. But then also it was like, the funny thing is that he's at work right now and he's doing these stories at work. So that means this is really bothering him. It really hurt his soul. He's at work where he's getting paid to do someone else's job. You know, the dream of stand-up comedy, and the reason why we help each other so much is that we want to be able to be control of our own time. We want to be able to spend time with our families, with our friends, doing shit that we want to do. But yet, people like himself have to go and work for other people to help them fulfill those same dreams that we are chasing. And he's at work right now, mad because not only did his podcast fail, but I asked to buy his equipment. Now that's hilarious to me, man. All right.
Final update while I pick up my dog shit, aka Sean Reddy's off the lawn. One,
That was
I
funny.
am not quitting the podcast. I said I was taking a break. Two, someone reached out who is sympathetic to my editing woes, and they're going to be helping your boy out, so I might drop something sooner rather than later.
Hey, get it?
It's so funny because the conversation devolved. I just have such a low tolerance for that bullshit. He thinks he can just blah, 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 and talk his way around things, and that we're supposed to have an adult conversation. Fuck you, Sean. You know what I wrote. I basically told him I would whoop his ass, so now at this point I can't do it.
Why
Because
not?
then he would sue me. Because that's what bitch made people do. He would guaranteed snap fucking sue me. Unless he agrees to mutual combat. Hey, Sean, I challenge you to mutual combat. Fists only. You let me know the time and place, boo-boo.
Now this is my favorite thing is
Did
that
he kiss the camera?
he did, and every time throughout the whole conversation, he always went to violence. That's his go-to. He goes to violence all the time. You know, that's the type of behavior this person is expressing, is this violent behavior. And yes, I would sue him, to be honest with you. Because
I would sue you if you didn't sue him.
and the reason being because
I need money,
I need those bank accounts, bro.
right?
I need those bank accounts.
Fucking sue me so I can get myself a bank account, dog.
Let me get those bank accounts. Let me get that LLC. Let me get those trademarks. You know, this is so good.
So that was the very last message.
That was the last message, but Kraz, this is where we're gonna end it. Okay, this is where we're gonna end it because
Can I read that message one more time about
which one? Which message do you want to?
the one that pissed me off?
Which one?
The one about him coming to Garbage Fest and fighting.
Oh, you want to read that one more time?
Yeah, I just want to see the words.
Let me see if I can pull it up real quick here. Here it is. Here it is. He goes, just to be clear, I'm not upset. I just don't like people like you, and clearly I'm not alone. Arguing with you is pointless, so I'm done for the day. Let me know if you ever want to catch that fade, and I'll just pull up to the next garbage festival y'all are throwing. Stay pathetic, Sean. You're technically mad because of them 3 little TikToks in between your leg, and the real ones don't claim you. What's this?
Take a picture.
Take a picture of this?
I just want to have it.
I could send it to you, dog.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have it for the time being. You can have that, and then I will, motivate you, I guess, right? All right, man. So this is the last story I'm gonna share, and we're gonna end this episode. It's been an hour. It's been an hour of me explaining to you everything that's going on. Now
He keeps saying fucking. He brings me up once or twice, then he says
Yeah.
the garbage pass y'all are throwing.
Yeah.
Is it both of us, Kyle, or is it one?
Know.
Like
Remember, I do express this, bro, and I apologize.
like
to
I want
you.
to know. I want to know where I stand in this. If
I
he's
know.
taking shuttle shots, like
He has taken several shots.
I'm not trying to flex or anything, but
But
Wait,
like,
no, hold the fuck on, Sean.
Okay, all right, my bad.
If he's trying to get tough with me,
Oh shit.
I got a debit card, bro.
Oh boy.
You know this is that
Oh boy, dog. Oh boy. Don't pull out accounts now. All right.
No, I just want to know if he's mad at me. That's all.
I mean, I'm
I
sure.
hope he took
I
that
don't
as a
think he
joke.
is. I don't think he's mad. I don't think he's mad at you. But like I said, you have nothing to do with this. This is, you're learning as I'm telling you.
Yeah, but don't
However,
come to garbage
though-
mania.
However, I'm gonna end on this. I'm gonna end on this. Although there's several back and forths, all right, I would like to take credit for this next story, and I am gonna take credit for the next story.
Next story.
Okay,
This happened this morning.
this happened last night while we were at the open mic. Promoting WrestleMania. My man, my uncle Kyle here, was at home learning to edit.
This is a solo ep that I have loaded into Final Cut Pro. Yes, I too know how to edit podcasts. And honestly, this one will be even easier than when I was doing it alone the last time, because this is just solo camera. It's just your boy. But just to be clear, I know how to do the whole fucking thing.
What was that a response to when you said it's hard to do and Derek was the heart and the soul and all that? Or
I don't know. I really don't know, but I
did
just
you
know
say he couldn't edit?
I know. I never said that he couldn't edit. I just said that we all do know that Derek was the heart and soul because Derek did everything. He edited
Okay, so he
everything. He
probably
edited all
did
the
that.
rules. But see now, Kraz, motivation, my man. Sometimes people need a kick in the ass to get them going, right? And I reached out and I said, it sucks that you are quitting the pod. But now he's no longer going to be quitting the pod. Supposedly he has a person that's going to be jumping in to help him edit. And then after he burns bridges with them, he's going to have to go right back to learning how to edit by himself again. And clearly he is. He's putting the time and effort to learn how to edit. And I'm proud of you, Uncle Kyle. I'm really motivated in the sense of that not only are you able to use your time wisely now to actually learn how to edit and produce everything, but it's motivating for me too, because now I feel like we could grow together as creators in this podcast world. We're gonna be seeing him dropping some new things. He's gonna be seeing us dropping some new stuff, and I am gonna take credit that all my trash talking, which wasn't actually trash talking at all, but whatever he got out of it, he felt hurt and he got motivated. And just like Haley and just like Mila D, they took all of my critique, my advice, my directness, and they too became champions. And Uncle Kyle, I believe that one day you too could be a podcast champion. Not a king like me, just a champion. Get ready for episode number 3, guys. This is about fans. We're going to be talking about...
I do have one question before you hit that button.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think, I don't know if it's the near future or very, very far away, do you think there's any chance of burying this hatchet?
That thing is already buried, to be honest with you. I mean, I have no ties to him. He has no ties to me. We have no relationship at all. As far as...
Do you think you can make peace once again?
To make peace. I'm always down for peace, dog. I made
Okay.
peace with Wayne. I'm cool with Kitty Pineapple. I'm cool with Tanner.
So what do you think pissed him off? What do you think if you had to go to the root of everything you just texted me or told me, what do you think was his main thing that pissed him off?
The main thing was that he wasn't a judge on Mania. That's what it comes down to, is that he wasn't a judge on Mania and he didn't get his way. He is the type of individual that will strong arm individuals to get whatever he wants out of it. And I believe that's why he probably had a falling out with his best friend. I think that's why he has a falling out with a lot of comics within the scene. A lot of comics have reached out to me and told me their experiences.
Is your inbox blowing up?
You know, I wouldn't say my inbox hasn't blown up, but I did get a request message that I'm going to go into in the next episode, because I rarely get messages from people who do not follow me. And the only way that you could access those messages is by getting a request. And I got a request message at like 6 in the morning, and it made my day too. That's for sure.
Today?
Oh yeah, today. The time of this recording, 100%. And it's great. And we will get into that. Guys, if you want to learn how to treat your fans,
That's a fucking
tune in
cliffhanger.
to the next episode. Thank you, man.